Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, third grade. My name is Mrs. Nix, and I am so excited to be here with you to help support you as you become amazing thinkers, readers, and writers. I was just going through my bucket of books, and I'm going to share them every single day of all the things that I loved reading with my students in my classroom or with my children at home. And here's another great story. This one's called Help, I'm Trapped in My Teacher's Body. So Jake started out and he was just your average, normal kiddo. And now he switched places with the most nerdy, dorky teacher he's ever seen on campus. And now he's in that teacher's body and he's trapped. I wonder how he gets out and how things end at the end. You're gonna have to check this out. So you can read it with an adult at home or read it to yourself. Maybe even read it to a younger brother or sister. You can get that at your local county library or go online and check it out from Sora. Speaking of Sora, I want to throw in a little congratulations. We've been counting down the top checkout schools from our district, and in Fresno Unified, yesterday we talked about Hoover High was the 5th top checkout school, and today it's Manchester Gate Elementary. Yay, go Gators. You guys are in the 4th spot for the number of checkouts. Now, with all of you kiddos who are checking out books, I know that you want to share those books with all of your friends, right? And what better place to do it than to send me a little note about what book it is that you're reading. Maybe you could encourage your other friends. Tell me, why was it such a fantastic book? If you do that and send it down here to the PBS address that's on your screen, I will send you a fun little activity book. So if you like doing puzzles and word games, there's artwork in here, send it down to the address that's on your screen, and I'll make sure to put one of these little books in the mail for you. All right, are you ready to get started this morning? Great. Today is Tuesday, and you know what's fantastic about Tuesday? Today is election day, so make sure that you're encouraging your adults to get down to the polling station. Maybe they would take you with them, and you can see just how our election process is done. It's really a fascinating experience, and I encourage you to try and get down and encourage your adults to get out and vote, right? All right, great. Let's get started today. We have 3 things we're going to go through. We're going to talk about digraphs, open syllables, and then finally a little bit of work with some similes, our figurative language. Are you ready to start? Okay. Let's warm up those brains with looking at our high frequency words, those words we see often. Now remember, if there's something that you come across and you think to yourself, oh, that one's a hard one for me to spell, what's the best way that you can practice those things that you know that you need to work on? That's right. Put them down on a little Post-it note. Practice them yourself. It's not going to just happen on your own. You are responsible for your learning success, and I know you can do it. All right, let's go through and let's read those high frequency words. Jump, it's, keep, just, kind, no, laugh, light, long. And remember this one from yesterday? We said it could be either pronounced live or live. You would have it right both ways. Good job. Okay, I have these 2 words today. Just, J-U-S-T, and keep, K-E-E-P. All right, help me put these into a sentence. I read the best book. Ooh, something very exciting because it had an exclamation mark. And please up the good work. Ooh, another exciting statement. Okay, so I read the best. Oh no, that doesn't make sense. How about I just read the best book? Awesome job. And please keep up the good work. You guys are doing such a great job, so keep up that good work. Okay, let's switch gears just a little bit and talk about some digraphs. We went through and practiced some of them yesterday, and there's a whole bunch of them. Remember, digraphs are when you take a letter or group, or pair of letters or a group of letters and put them together and they make their own sound. You don't say the individual sounds. Well, in third grade, there's a couple of other ones I really want to talk about that are a little bit different, and then I want to review some of them that you've been practicing in first and second grade. All right, join me. Let's look at them. We've got the cheese card that reminds us that the CH and TCH, when you put them together, they make a single sound, like ch, right? Okay, look at our word right here that we have for our example. We have chain, chain, see it? Then we have our whale card for the WH that says wah, wah. And remember that WH, if you put your hand in front of your mouth, wah, wah, it's almost like blowing out a little candle. Whale, okay, look right here. Say this word with me. Whisper. Good job. Did you whisper it? Oh, you're so good. Whisper, good. And then we have the thumb card, and the thumb card reminds us that the TH says like thumb. Now that's a breathed sound. There's also another sound that TH can make, and it's th, which is a voiced sound. So I have two examples. So thing, which is that breathed sound like thumb, thing, and them, them. Say it, and you can feel it on your own tongue, them. Okay, then the SH says shh, like in flash. And then we have the sing card, which says ng. So we've got ing, ang, ong, ung. What is this word going to say? Cling. Good job. And then the fire card reminds us of the f sound. And something that you've been practicing in first and second grade a lot was the PH, right? Because that's the digraph that says f. But I want to add another one for us in third grade. So in third grade, we're going to talk about GH, because GH says f at the end of a word, like in this word, laugh. Do you see it? Laugh. And then finally, the jump card says j, and the DGE says j, like in this word here, fridge. Fridge. Good job. Okay, so digraphs, we practiced just a little bit. Now let's move on and let's look at our open syllables. So open syllables happen when they're not finished off with a consonant. They're just kind of hanging out. Now, here's the rule. When you have that open syllable, that vowel is going to be a long vowel sound. So here's an example. We talked a little bit yesterday about the word tiger. So do you see this vowel right here? It's all by itself. There's no consonant that follows it. It's just tiger. Okay, it's got that long vowel sound. Let's look and see how that looks right here. A little bit of practice for us today. So we left off yesterday, we were looking for our vowels. Okay, so we've got this I and this O. Now there's only one consonant in between. I'm going to draw my line right between, right before we get to that consonant, because that's going to tell me, is this an open syllable or a closed? It's open, that's right, because there's no consonant right after it. The consonant actually is belonging to the end. So this vowel is long, so pilot. Now I know it looks like lot, but sometimes we mispronounce our letters, so pilot, that's more of a common way of saying it. Okay, let's try another one. So we have, find our vowels, that's always our helpful spot, and then we see there's only one consonant right here. So that's gonna have a long vowel sound. Say it with me. I know you're at home, you're doing this, you can do it. What is it gonna say? What does N-O spell? No, good job. No, tis, good job. Okay. Last one. So we've got, here's our vowel, there's just one consonant, so we're going to give it to the second one. So what is our word? It's going to be a long vowel. Can. Nicely done. Okay, what does that look like when we go to practice this? So looking at our digraphs, we want to be able to find those digraphs. This one's going to be, you guys are so good. So we've got ship, sail, and sun. Which one has that digraph? You got it. Ship. Good job. How about call, cash, or clap? Do you see it? Yeah, right there is an SH. How about trim, toy, or this? Ah, there's that digraph. And win, walk, win. Ooh, this one's kind of tricky because they almost sound the same, right? This is when. Oh, there it is right there, when. And this is win. Okay, now we want to divide these into syllables just like we were doing before. We're looking for those vowels. Now this one is a little bit different. We'll talk a little bit more about these with the BLE. They're going to stick together, but this is an open syllable, so it's going to say table. And we just did this one right before we came onto this page. So we've got our vowels, 2 vowels. We're going to split it right here. So we've got focus. Nicely done. Okay, so I want to switch gears just to our last little bit right here, our last little section. And this is going to be talking about similes. And we talked about similes a couple of weeks ago. So remember what they are? That's that figurative language where our authors are using some creativity when they're trying to create those pictures inside your mind. So authors will use words like or as, and they're going to compare 2 things that you don't always or wouldn't normally compare. Here's an example. The cloud is like a fluffy pillow. So are clouds and pillows alike? Not normally, right? Clouds are up in the sky, pillows are something you sleep on. But it creates a picture for you in your mind, right? Okay, let's look at another one. These are similes we kind of talked about, again, a few weeks ago when we were working on these together. So, oops, I think I made it crooked. Sorry, guys. There we go. Is that better? Okay, so your explanation was clear as mud. You guys helped me decide that when we say that your explanation was as clear as mud, you said, it meant that it was very confusing. But not only do we want to not just be able to identify what it is, what are the 2 things that we were comparing? What was the author comparing? That's right, clarity. So the explanation and mud, right? So the clarity, was it something easy to understand? So it wasn't. You guys are doing an awesome job. Okay, so today we went through digraphs, open syllables, and figurative language. I can't wait to see you back here tomorrow. So thanks for hanging out with me today as you're getting ready for school. Remember, you are responsible for your learning success. So listen, ask questions, and share your ideas, because together we can do so much more. And don't forget, write me a little note and I'll send you one of those activity books in the mail. All right, I'll see you tomorrow on PBS. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for